look at me.
Ah!
Subscribe to this fucking channel. Please turn on the "we'll kill ourselves if you don't subscribe" counter.
Seguí corriendo para cuando me tocó como pura.
Welcome back to episode 18 of the Shitpost HQ podcast. Right now, we're just finishing up our conversation about putting a "we'll kill ourselves" sign. If you don't subscribe within 10 seconds, we'll kill ourselves. And then we'll have a clip of all of us just like doing it in various ways, and then it'll play. And then no, there's no. I wish there was like a way built into YouTube where if they subscribed, like you could make it interactive. Mm-hmm. Like it would show like a special, like an emote, like a fucking Twitch chat.
Like on Twitch, yeah.
It'd be fucking sick.
Tickle that part of your brain that makes you think that you're liked.
Of course, yeah. No, to make you feel like you're interacting.
Another one.
Part of it.
As you take the noose off your neck and watch that. Rewarding.
All right. Grab your drinks, boys. What are we drinking today?
This episode sponsored by Storyteller. Oh, I guess bring it in your frame. Storyteller.
Sponsored, but
It looked cool in the one pod where we all cheers in the middle,
Yeah,
and you could see like all four camera angles. It just like came in.
sponsored, but not actually sponsored. We wish.
That looks so cool. No, so the thought I had that I when we were setting up was, so
Smells like fart, man.
Smells like a
it
lager.
smell like fart.
What the heck?
I love me a good fart beer. I was thinking, what if there was like, because I had just watched some death race clips on YouTube, some quality death race clips, as you do. And I thought to myself, what if there was actual fighting to the death? They take prisoners and they make them fight to the death. And then I was like, oh, that's just fucking UFC, except you just cut out the part that's unnecessary.
You just stop.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if UFC was just a fight to death, once you get a knockout, you would just brutally pummel someone to death. Like no one would want to watch that.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't want to see someone die.
There would be a significant proportion of the population that would stay for that, though. And
Oh,
just
for
watch
sure,
that.
for sure. I think that would be.
It's like the people that stay for the after credits Marvel shit, except it's people waiting for the fucking skull beating in so that they can go home and feel something.
So wait, do you think you'd be able to watch that? Would
No,
you stay?
I'm just saying that people exist out there like that, and they'd pay to see that shit and be like,
absolutely.
honey, this is the best part. Watch this.
So
shit.
we all know Marcus would pay extra
I
for
don't know. I
that
might
shit.
watch it. I might watch it. Whatever. They know what they signed up for. It's not like live leak stuff. It's not a.
I could
So you
watch that.
genuinely think you could watch two people beat themselves to the death? Because the difference if it was like a death race style fight to death where they got like, swords and shit, maybe I'd watch it.
If they had to go loot.
Yeah, that for sure I'm subscribing.
Like maybe it might be brutal watching a guy punch the other guy.
Yeah.
Just
into a
until he's
pulp,
dead, like
until
it-
like mush.
Using hands and feet, that's too much. A sword is
But
easy.
yeah, swords, weapons. That'd be nice.
like go. Oh, but even then, like
Is Jason Statham doing it? Like
Joe Rogan's commentating.
Joe Rogan and Jason Statham's hosting.
You know that thing they do for baseball now where they have the camera, the like 360 camera. It'll like slow down and go. Imagine that, but a 4K decapitation as it like falls in the air and the camera goes
Viral on TikTok.
fatality.
I don't know if I could actually.
Call in now. Text in now to spawn him a gun.
That would be sick. Oh my god! But I would watch Death Race. I would fucking watch.
So
Death Race.
what is Death Race?
Have you never seen Death Race?
No.
Are you kidding me? It's the
serious.
greatest movie
What
ever.
is? Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah. So like spoiler. I won't even give you a spoiler. Pretty much all that it is that
Tell us what's up.
it's an island and they take convicts who are on death row and they give them a chance and they give them whatever car they want. So like one guy's like a Porsche, one guy has a souped up Mustang.
I don't even know if they are on death row.
No, they are. They're on death row. They're on death row.
Yeah, they're
just doing it.
criminals. That's what makes you like it so much.
Yeah, that's how they justify it. And how it works is if you win 10 death races in a row, you go free.
Oh.
So they're fighting for their freedom.
but they're not actually, they're just driving. They're racing.
They're
No,
driving,
no,
but their cars have like machine
Yeah.
guns and shit. It's fucking
It's
sick.
a race. It's a racetrack, but their cars are souped up with weapons and shit.
Oh shit. I'm thinking what's that movie where they're basically in sand and shit and they're driving those crazy
Mad
cars?
Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Are their cars like that or what?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
like that.
literally
Like
like that.
spiked and shit. And then It's kind of cool because they do it in like a Mario Kart-esque way where you have to drive over a pad to activate your weapon.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's sick. All right.
And so like if the
weapon
other guy
fly,
beats you
yeah.
on the pad, he gets the weapons. You don't. You know, there's like shortcuts and shit.
So wait, when did this come out? When? Well,
2007?
Time ago.
Something like that, like middle school or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
I think me and Marcus both agree that Jason Statham's physique in that movie is like the goal physique. He's
Yeah.
doing like these like was it the scene, right? He's doing like
Yeah,
these
it's
like
like
pull-ups,
behind
like
the back pull-ups.
dude, his back is like unbelievable.
Like, you
he
think-
looks like a god.
Will Smith at the beginning of I Am Legend, like those ones.
Was he jacked in I Am Legend?
Oh my god,
Did
he
get
was like
jacked in that?
6%.
you think it was legit or you think it was edited?
No,
CGI?
I think he.
I think it was
got as fuck for
legitimate.
that role. Yeah.
Huh?
Dude, it's not that hard when
it
you're
was
getting paid
legit.
millions of dollars to get like.
Yeah, and you have access to the best steroids.
legit, but with steroids. Yeah, brother.
That's literally that's your whole job. They're like, what are you doing today? Just gonna hit the gym, get ripped for the role. That's it.
You have a personal chef.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
God.
What was I gonna say?
That's life.
Same thing, the fight to the death, but like a laser tag arena. So there's corridors. There's
You
places
fight children
hide.
to death in a laser
No,
tag
no, no, no.
arena. You beat
Just a bunch of people playing laser tag with real guns
Yo, so here's the crazy. Here's the crazy.
or real lasers.
So
So
here-
war. Could you imagine if they start profiting off war? It's like
Really,
we have a
they
live
never-
cam in
could
Afghanistan.
never.
It's like oh, he's a kill. Fucking people are like subbing to them to a shit. That'd be fucked, man. Thanks for the sub.
That is happening, but only with politicians and celebrities.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Just
It's
Like,
monetize their
it's like
brains.
a Squid Game, but like
Literally, yeah.
they're like, oh, Russia's doing pretty well right now. Would you look at that?
What were you gonna say, Mike?
So like, so we all like we went. I went paintballing this past Saturday, and it's like before I actually went there and did it, I thought I was gonna be sick. You know, I thought I was gonna be like Call of Duty. Like I'm gonna be fucking headshotting. I'm gonna be running around and shit. It's not like that, man. When I got there and we started playing, I went with two other buddies. On the first game that we started, dude, we were too scared to even move, man. We were like tied down, pinned in the corner. Like we're like, where is anyone? I don't know. I don't have a fucking mini map. I can't call in a
If we had all that, it'd be
UAV,
so much better.
dude. And it's tough. Like I pop my head out a window to look at and shoot at this guy. He headshots me one bullet immediately. I pop out, I'm dead. Like I could not do anything against these guys that have actually trained for hours. You know, I thought it was gonna be sick. No,
That's
not the case.
exactly how I remember my experience doing it. I did it at like an indoor course. It felt like a map. Like the map was like a map.
Yeah.
Again, you don't have a fucking UAV and you're scared shitless and you think you're gonna be sick, but like it's literally just like, do I turn the corner? You turn the corner, and you get hit like
Yeah,
five times.
you like look out and then there's fucking 10 paintballs flying at you.
Yeah,
There's
literally.
paintballs hitting the walls beside you.
And it's
your
like,
team's
it's-
shooting behind you. It's
It's
loud
so
as
scary
shit.
when you like turn the corner, paintballs fly at you, somebody knows you're there, and then you're back in. It's just like,
What do you do?
Now what?
Yeah,
Like,
he
fuck,
knows
like,
I'm
every
here.
time I turn this corner, paintballs are flying at me.
pre-aiming
Can't you
it.
just go prone? Don't they pro-
Where?
I don't think you can.
And you don't want to.
I
You
think that's
can.
not allowed.
Not allowed.
No,
to.
because-
you are in. Well, they didn't say you're not allowed
From
to. Where
outdoor
we
or
went.
indoor, it was not
Yeah.
allowed. There was like rules because like then you're prone to like, oh, you might get hit in the back of the head. Oh, you might get hit somewhere
Yeah.
you're not supposed to. You know.
But
if
it's
you're
like going
down
prone
low
won't
like
do
that.
nothing for you,
No.
man. Like this, it's not like a small map. Like we're outdoors, right? Like going prone ain't gonna do shit, and it's not comfortable on the ground, and it's harder to aim and all that. Like
Did you guys have like a mercy rule?
yeah, within like 10 feet.
Yeah,
you yell
I remember.
mercy, and you don't shoot, and the other guy has to go out
Yeah.
because it would fucking hurt within 10 feet for sure.
But there was a guy who did that to us. He didn't mercy us when he kind of should have. I think it was like capture the flag or something, but like capture this. There was like a pumpkin on a wall, and you're supposed to knock it over.
Yeah.
So there's a wall on one side, and we were all, about three guys were behind that wall shooting this way, and he just bum rushed, like perpendicular to us. We all looked this way, and then he just like all three of us.
Lasered you
And I
guys,
turned
right?
my shoulder like this, and I had 3 welts like there.
Yeah. Did it hurt?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
fucking hurt. I had the 3 permanent, like not permanent, but welts.
I got flanked by one guy. I was looking out this way, and he came behind our spawn. And good thing he only shot me once. It hit my thigh. It hurt like fuck. He could have just like fucking laid pain into me.
Is there like a code of ethics, like kind of like
He wasn't even close. He was far. Like he was 40
I mean,
feet
there
away.
is, but who's gonna say anything? It's a guy bum rushes you and shoots you.
Yeah, like
Nobody saw him.
there's
So
you're probably
there.
gonna want to shoot back too.
There's like a 20-year-old dude who's the ref, and he's high as fuck, and he's like just waiting for the end of his shift. He's like, I don't know, man.
I don't go by and didn't see
I have
shit.
like, do you need a band-aid?
Dude,
Yeah, literally.
we saw like some sick guys there. They're guys that look like they're in the fucking military.
Like the tryhards.
There's one guy, he was like, he must have been like 50 years old, military haircut, jacked as fuck, vascular as fuck. and he puts on all his gear. He has like a fucking real helmet. He has Comtax, and like it comes with an aux cord, but it was just tucked in. It wasn't tied to anything.
It was tucked into his brain, to his Neuralink.
He had like a vest.
He had a HUD. He had a full
Canadian
HUD.
patch on it, a Canadian flag patch on it. Like he looks sick, man. He had full
When
gear.
I went, and I was young too. I think we were like teens, like 14 to 16, somewhere in there. And there was a similar thing. Some dude like that. We're like, fuck. And,
Yeah,
and
fuck.
nobody could even see him, but he was the only one on the map with green bullets, and it was just boom, boom, green bullets there, boom, 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 green bullets on your friend, and you're like, where is this guy, man? Like,
It's like a mercenary.
Well, that's like the thing, right? It's like I said, try hard, but like people that good should just kind of compete in their own leagues. And it's like if you just go on a Saturday, you're gonna just be pubs like you're just
pub stomping.
smurfing. You're pub
They were
stomping
pub
14-year-olds. It's like
Yeah.
I know that's probably fun, but like. Come on, man.
Dude,
like,
I had
you
fucking-
40, you a grown ass man. You gonna bust down some kids with a
I had
fucking-
ground loot, bro, compared to those guys.
Yeah,
man. You
literally.
gotta have fucking custom guns.
yeah.
Yo,
We're using the starter class.
Yeah, we're starting custom. Motherfuckers have custom. They're literally 5th prestige. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't even know this map, man. I don't know the map, man.
I literally don't know the map, yeah. And there was 2 kids there, like probably 12, 13 years old. They had ghillie suits, yo. These guys were sick, man. They were fucking
Master
hiding in the
prestige.
bushes. Yeah, they're sick.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Actually,
high density of paint on the walls in certain spots. It's like more likely that people will be hiding there.
Yeah.
I'll bet you exactly where you stuck out your head. It's like
Oh, it's probably just like
common spot.
littered with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they because they've gone so often, they know the maps too.
Oh, 100. That's the thing.
You're just new. You're like,
I'd say the disadvantage would be like pretty hard to quantify. Just like how much more the map awareness helps.
Oh, yeah,
They know
map
how to
awareness.
shoot. They know how to move.
And their guns are literally
And their
better.
guns are better.
Yeah.
Number one is just the fear, I think.
Yeah, of course.
I think
They're not
having
scared.
no fear to like run out and get shot and no one wants
course,
like,
yeah,
then
yeah.
you're-
Yeah.
I am curious what rushing. I think I would want to just rush.
Oh.
Just all we all
no,
we all
you-
make a pack and we rush.
You think so until you get there. You
Really?
hear one shot of that gun, you're like, nope, I'm staying right here, bro. My knees are shaking and shit. No, yeah,
Like I haven't
it's
been since like
scary.
this. I went for Christian's birthday in like the 8th grade, and it was like pretty like child. Like, I don't know. There wasn't like any adults stomping us.
When I went as a kid, like I had no fear either. I don't know why, but now like as an adult, I'm actually
different.
And like when you're running and you're rushing, you can't run full speed. You got to watch out for sticks on the ground.
That's true, yeah.
Branches, like we're playing like in the forest, right? It's not like paved.
shit, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, were you guys being like, are you being quiet? Or is it like noise everywhere? Or are you
There-
trying to like, if you're running through the forest, are you trying not to break sticks because somebody's
Yeah,
going to hear you?
yeah,
Fucking-
yeah. So it depends, like what
That
side of the
sounds-
map you're on.
yeah.
You wear Uggs.
There was people laying prone in the forest, just chilling there and camping.
Eric goes
Yeah.
bare feet.
He would.
He's got marathon on. He's
Marathon
sprinting
pro.
through the fucking forest.
Commando.
There's a
pro.
guy that's commando. He starts
Commando.
stabbing people. With the fucking, dude, it's fucking paintball.
He's rear naked choking them.
There's paint on the end of this fucking knife.
That actually sick. Like a pink knife, and you.
Yeah.
get the guy in the Sky Zone socks.
Yeah, he's running up the tree.
Vertically, yeah.
No, I just thought of us. Okay, tell me if this was not one of the. Okay, not even the fucking. Tell me if this was one of the times where you lied your fucking dick off. Is when you were at a Laser Quest birthday party and you're in the room and they're doing the pre-screening fucking phrases. I will not jump. I will not crouch. I will not swear. And me and Zach were in the back going, I will crouch. I will swear. I will jump.
We're
It's like,
so bad.
we're so sick, dude.
I will run, jump, or climb.
Yeah, and it's like, and you know what? I did. I sprinted through that motherfucker.
Bro, that's the equivalent of saying I agree to terms and conditions
Yeah.
every time, bro. It doesn't
That's the
mean
dumbest
shit.
one though, because it's like they have places like the fucking Sky Zone and Kids Zone where it's just a jungle gym and you can run around. Okay,
Yeah.
so why not just make this that?
Yeah.
Why not let there's no actual bullets being fired?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just
It's
let the kids
relevant,
run
yeah.
around, jump around, climb shit, go wherever the hell they want. What does it matter?
Let the kids be free, man.
Yeah, let the kids be.
Did you guys ever get to try Kitchener's Kids World?
I have no clue.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did all those.
So for
birthday parties.
context, there in our town there used to be this like, I guess it's just the equivalent of a Chuck E. Cheese
On
So it's just
Victoria.
like a nice place type environment. But I'd say it was like I guess better. It was very very kitted out. It had like a giant ball pit. It was fucking sick. Had a sick zip line. I think it was fun.
I
right?
liked it.
Yeah.
I remember I really liked going there. It seemed huge.
It seemed massive. Like, and I mean, looking back on it, I'm sure Bingaman's is the same shit. But
You know, we should go to the fucking water park. at Big
Absolutely.
Events. We don't go. We don't
Absolutely.
do this shit as like adults anymore. Really, we should. I
should.
think. I think it'd be fun.
OCR. That's where I want to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We can go there. Activate is another one.
oh yeah, I've heard about that.
These
That
are all
looks
real
interesting.
places?
Yes. They're all two. So
That
two are in
adult
Toronto. One.
Kid zone or whatever we were just talking
They
about.
sound like douchey nightclubs.
For adults. No. Physical activity. man.
Activate. Come activate.
Yo, and actually, when you're talking about like the ball pit, there's like one point in my adult life where I saw a ball pit, and I'm like, "Fuck, bro! There's no way they can clean these balls."
No,
ever.
it's just disgusting.
Like, this is just fucking gross. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you'll like jump in and you like smell that smell.
Oh my god!
I heard
that foo-foo
I heard
smell.
they literally absorb piss. They've been designed in a government
Okay, tell me you
secret
guys never
lab.
shit in the ball pit. You ever did that?
Say it
never
with a
pissed your
straight
pants?
face.
You're telling me you've never come in the ball pit? I just bury myself alive and just jerk off.
No, I bury myself and then just poke the tip out.
Just touch it.
Just touch it.
Last year? Look, could you imagine a grown ass man in the kid's ball pit, fully bricked, and just
Just one pink ball that looks a
Holy
little weird.
fuck. That would be holy fuck, man. But no, we should do that. And for context, so the two places you described, the one place is like Ninja Warrior. It's like a Ninja Warrior course, and they have a bunch of shit to climb. That shit's fun. And then the other one, they said Activate. I think that's like a interactive.
Yeah,
game?
interactive games. Like there's one game where like you're shooting basketballs into hoops. They're all lined up, and you're trying to get as many points as possible. There must be another one where like you're trying to touch shit, and I don't know.
Is that the
But it's
one
cool.
I've seen like video of? The whole floor is like LED squares.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
probably one
That's it.
game.
And then
There's like
it's
9
there's
rooms.
certain colors. Oh, jump on this color.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the real question is, when are you getting your fucking passport so we can actually book our Europe trip? When does that shit
I
come
don't
in?
know.
What the
ask
hell's going
Canadian
on?
government.
We need it to book, correct? I'm pretty sure.
I would think so.
I think
but
we do.
Maybe we should look anyways, but I would think so.
I fixed the problem. They said, all good. You'll get it in the mail.
Do you want to tell your passport experience? I think you have to summarize it, but god damn, that sounded awful.
Yeah, these offices are.
Zach hasn't heard either, so
All right, so I'll direct it at Zach. Basically, I guess I don't know, for some reason the passport offices are like fucked right now throughout Canada. I guess I don't know. Some people say
Wait, you're-
Toronto.
Ontario
This
for sure.
country is fucked right now?
Yeah.
I had no fucking clue. Go on.
So I went on a Thursday at like 8:30. I think maybe I got there at 8:40. Doors open at 8:30 to the place, and there was just a huge line. Just a huge line. I was like, "What is this?" The lady in front of me is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the front and see what this is." She went all the way down. She said she came back. She said she counted like 200 people, and she said the guy at the door told her, "You might get in by 2 p.m. You might not." So we were like, I was like, I told my boss I'd be like late for work, not like gone the whole day. So I was like, okay, I'll just go back to work. I'll just leave, I guess. So I just did that. I just left. And then I told him the next day I'm going to try again. So next day I went 7:15 a.m. The doors only open at 8:30. And there was still maybe like 30, 50 people in line in front of me. Whatever, we just waited. It took hours just in a hallway, just sitting, standing.
I saw people sitting on the floors.
Yeah,
and
we were all
shit,
sitting on
yeah.
the floor, YouTube for like a little 2 hours on my phone. And then 9:30, I finally actually get in the doors of the place. You get in there, there's no like, there's nobody at the front that's like telling you where to go, what's going on. There's no labels to the lines or anything.
And you're not allowed to sit. Is that the thing?
I don't know.
Because there's seating in there. I've been there.
No, that's set. There's like seating is like once you've already been processed, then there are chairs to like wait for the people to come in.
Okay.
But at the front door, there's just 2 security guards, and he basically didn't even say anything to me. He was just like, sanitize your hands over there.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then,
literally,
so
fuck
like
you,
I just
fuck
go in this like zigzagging line to go to like a front counter, and then the first thing I do is there's just an empty table, just like a table in the corner of the line, and I just leaned on it, and the security guard goes, "Sir, you can't do that." I was like, "What? Like I just
Do
wanted to
what?
piss?" Like he's like, "No." I was like, "Okay, what the hell?" And other people saw it too, and they were just like, "What the fuck? What was that?"
What the fuck has this country come to, man? Fuck.
Then like I wait like 15 more minutes in that line, and then I notice people are coming in and just going to like some sort of express line. They just like come in, they get pointed a different direction, and they go and they get help right away.
And then the Nazi pointed left or right.
Marcus,
Holy
you get gas
fuck.
today.
I could smell the chambers, but so I go. I asked. I go like leave the line, go to the security guard, and I'm like, "Excuse me, what are the other lines for?" And he says, That's our concern. If you don't have an appointment, back in that line.
Oh my god.
Like, geez, man.
So, and this is like this big, like fat schlub, like pouring out of his shirt like a bag of sand.
Like a bag of milk.
Yeah, a bag of milk. And I'm like, okay. I was like, wow, okay, fine. And I go back in my line, another 15 minutes. I'm like 2 people away from actually getting helped. And then that same guy starts like pacing up and down the line, and he goes, applications in your hands. Everyone get your applications in your hand. I already filed my application. All I have is a letter that they sent me in the mail that says there was an issue with your application. We need to communicate with you. So that's why I went in to fix the problem. So I don't have an application. I just have my wallet in my hand, and I have that letter folded up. And he looks directly at me, and he goes, applications. You have your application? I was like, I have what I need. Don't worry. And I just kept looking forward. And he's like staring at the side of my head. And then he just keeps pestering me. Do you have your application? Is that your application? I was like, look, dude. And I just unfolded the letter. I was like, here you go. Read this. And then he read it, and then he goes, oh.
I can't read.
No, he just goes,
Fucking bag
oh,
of
you
milk.
can go over there in the express line. And then I was like, I asked you 30 minutes ago what the other line's for, and you said that's not my concern. Like, I didn't yell at the guy because I didn't want to get kicked out, but I said it loud enough that other people in line
This
could
guy's
hear.
power tripping hard.
And then he was just like, I don't know. He didn't know what to say.
You actually like raise your voice a bit, eh? Yeah.
Literally, man, I was
Nice,
pissed.
nice,
30 minutes of standing, I didn't have to do because this guy I had in power trip didn't want to tell me what the other line was.
Yeah, that's whack. And he's like, you know, then you're in your new express line. He's like, would you like a table to lean up against, sir?
He gets bottle service now. He's in the VIP section now.
That's okay over here.
And even when I got to the counter, the dude at the counter, I just showed him the letter. I was like, here you go. Read this. And he goes, oh, they want to get in contact with you. You have to call them. I can't help you. I was like, what do you mean they? I was like, this is the passport.
You're they.
You
Yeah,
are they.
you're they. Like, what do you mean? Who else is doing this? This is not your job. You know, help someone who has a thing with their passport. And then he goes, do you want to speak to a supervisor? I was like, yes.
I was in the other line.
And then he just leaves for 5 minutes and then just comes back and goes, oh, you just didn't fill in an exact date. Just give me that date and that's it, and I'll send it over to them, and then...
What are they on
and you're
strike or
good.
something?
And he was ready to send me away
Yeah, for
and
real.
not help me. And 3 hours wasted. And all it was a missing date. All he had to do was call whoever and just do his job.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's why I was thinking,
so
like,
pissed.
are they on strike? Were they understaffed? Like, I've gone in there before, and it's like 5 minutes. Here's your 10 years of passport. Congratulations. I'm fucking out of here. Parking ticket because I didn't pay for parking. Oh, well. Nah.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
Didn't look understaffed.
The bureaucracy of that bullshit gives me like AIDS, man. Like I remember my most recent one. So I've never had a really, you know, people in the States and people in Canada always talk about like Service Ontario or what's it called in the States?
The
fucking-
come on.
D, something with a D, right?
DMV.
DMV.
DMV or
No,
Service
no,
Ontario.
that's Department of
no,
Motor
it's
Vehicle.
HMV.
No, DMV. No, it is. No, Department of Motor Vehicles, right?
No,
What they wait for-
correct. It is.
For
The
passports?
DMV.
No, not for just for like DMV. I'm talking like DMV, Service
yeah,
Ontario,
yeah.
like
MTO,
cars. MTO,
right,
yeah,
Ministry of
car
Transport.
shit, right? So I've never had a bad experience. I've never waited in the line. It's fine for the most part. But the worst experience I've had for like that kind of shit waiting for paperwork is I got my Romanian passport, right? So now I have a dual passport. So I got my Romanian passport and I had to go with my parents to Toronto to the fucking embassy, which is on the 8th floor, some weird fucking fake building. It's like a fucking front. And we go there, and it was super intimidating because they only spoke Romanian. I was like,
Really?
this guy would,
They filtered you out at the door. Like, Chivash.
I asked my dad, and he's like, Chivash, I didn't expect it. I asked my dad, I said, why does everyone here speak only Romanian? And he said, I think they're Romanian. I think this is like some kind of weird embassy type scenario where every single employee there is Romanian.
And they're on contract.
That's his
Yeah.
embassy. Don't worry.
Dude,
But I would expect like in your job description to say like you can speak English too in Canada.
and you know the thing that I think confirms that it is in fact Romanian employees is the fact that when I looked behind the workers and I saw their like categorization system, I was like, these guys are 100% from Romania because it was paper, folders,
You saw
dual
them at a
tank.
table playing Rami, eating something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say inside. I'm like, these guys are not fucking from
Inside.
Canada.
Somebody just sees you and they close the door.
And then we fucking waited like 2 hours, and it was like we had an appointment too, and we still waited 2 hours. And then the guy was asking me all these questions, but in Romanian. And my Romanian's good, but like I don't know how to say fucking
Formal shit.
formal
right?
shit.
Yeah.
And like he was asking me like weird questions, like what was your height? And he's like in meters, and I was like, I don't fucking know. I look at my
6
dad.
foot.
I look at my dad, and I'm like, how tall are we, Dad? And he's like, and I convert. I'm like, we're not 5'10", Dad. Nice try. He's capping. And yeah, we waited forever, and then it came in the mail. And then it's funny because the guy goes, we went there a bit early, and the guy goes, oh, if you go to Shoppers Drug Mart right now and you get a prepaid envelope, we'll mail it to you. But if we hadn't gone there early, they wouldn't have told us that, and then we would have had to come back to fucking Toronto to pick them up. Like it's just weird shit. Just takes fucking forever. Pisses me
System's
off.
so bad. System's so bad.
Bureaucracy.
I think
Bane of my existence.
I think it's whack too that they like mail it to you.
Email it, bro. Fuck.
Just like a really important piece of documentation that comes in the mail.
Mail, yeah.
You know, like it shows up to your old address, your old rental property.
Yeah.
Some guy's like, dope.
I'm Zach with
Free fucking passport. I'm out of here.
I'll sell it on the black market.
Yeah, honestly. Like it has to happen.
I do wonder what that's worth. Like, what's the actual value of a sin?
A clean
on the
passport?
street? Yeah. No, clean identity.
So in the past, like what was the dark web, like Tor or whatever, Onion browser?
Yeah, it was,
whatever,
it was
and all that stuff?
Tor browser and you had like
What do
access.onion sites.
What is there now?
There's
It's still
Yahoo.
Tor.
Yahoo. There's Bing. That shit's deep.
Yo, when the fuck did Ask Jeeves get destroyed and replaced by Quora? Have you noticed that?
Jeez.
What's
Ask
Quora?
Jeeves used to be Yahoo
happened?
Answers, and now it's just Quora. If you look up like, why is my dick small? Instead of getting a Yahoo Answers and like funny answers, you get a Quora.
I always see
response.
Quora. Yeah,
I always
yeah,
see
yeah.
Quora, but yeah, I never noticed the
It just like
the
snuck in,
transition.
and now it's just
Yeah.
deleted. Fucking Yahoo Answers.
Or like Health MD always.
Health MD. Why is my dick small?
worst.
Health MD. All right. Transition. So, I actually, when we were talking about Laser Quest and all that shit, I thought of, so we all played Manhunt as kids, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you haven't, Manhunt is tag, and how it works is one person's it, and then everyone else is free, and everyone you catch then helps you catch, and it's just last man standing.
I was the king.
Oh, me too, of course. Me and Zach were always like, it was like, and I guarantee we all were in our respective elements. We were all the top kings, which is like, you
We
know,
did pretty well.
Did I peak in the third grade? Yes,
Maybe.
but I don't care. But I don't care. Okay, I was the fastest in my neighborhood. Doesn't matter. But I thought if I was to ever develop an app, I know it wouldn't do well because I just don't think people go outside anymore. But imagine if there was a peripheral map, because everyone has phones now. And maybe, you know, maybe if someone does this, steals my idea, I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I would love to play it.
So usually when you play Manhunt, it'd be like with the neighbor or with the
You
neighborhood
would have
kids,
like a relative boundaries, you know?
and you'd play like outside in
Of
like a
course,
decently
yeah.
big area, like
Yeah.
a block or something,
Yeah.
or you know, your neighborhood or whatever.
So imagine if we made a Manhunt app where everyone has their location on, and then we could like set like a ping, you know, every like 2 minutes, maybe a ping goes
It
by.
whistles just
you
like
see
in
everyone,
Prop Hunt.
And you can like
Find
if,
my iPhone.
if you
Done.
if like you could have like goals, you could do perks, you could do like killing spree. If you tag 2 people in, then like you get UAV and you get like
You get a
30
quick
seconds.
burst of UAV,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
There's a radar, and your little red dot blinks once every like
Yeah.
once an hour.
So you
or
can't like
something.
camp. So you can't
But then
camp.
when you get within range of somebody, then it's blip blip blip.
Right.
blip. The closer you get,
and you gotta run away.
And
Yeah.
there could be audio associated with it too. And, like there'd be like one background. I just think that would be because
you
the
have to
game
kill
itself
them.
has it like
You gotta beat them to death.
Like the thing with those games is they just have not been innovated, and the next step would be to innovate outdoor games with apps, and I don't think anyone's done it yet. I don't think so.
But that's the thing. Like people don't. We like who plays outdoor games like that? Yeah.
But I think we would. That if that came out, I think the adults of that generation would be like, wow, I haven't like, and you know, I guarantee you, if we played Manhunt again with all of us, even all the podcasts, eight guys,
GoPro to their chest.
I'm down.
we'd play one fucking game and be like, all
play one
right,
game.
well, let's go get beers.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
But when you tag someone, you have to allow the tagger to scan your QR, and then you rack up points, and then
And then you both have to watch an ad.
and then you can level, and then unless you get the premium version, and then you level up your character in the Manhunt database.
And then you got to be the best, in your area.
They can also track like speeds, like for this 100-meter dash, you ran.
Yo, that'd be sick.
You could get pretty
You burn
meta
this
with
many
it.
calories.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Yeah, calories burned.
You know what? Like
Total distance traveled.
talking about Manhunt reminded me of when I used to go to overnight camps as a kid. we used to play manhunt in massive field with forest included and buildings included at night.
That's
what I was,
overnight
I was
camp.
just about to
No,
say.
like-
Anybody ever play at night?
Like
I
10
was just
p.m.
thinking that.
pitch dark. You can run in the forest and everything, and the catchers have like flashlights, but they got to run and touch you in order for you to be caught. And we were all like, I don't know, like 10 to up to like 14 or 15 or whatever. And I'm actually thinking about it, like, that's a big fucking lie. It was fun as fuck, don't get me wrong, as a kid. But that's kind of a big liability,
Absolutely.
man. Like,
You
have
could eat
like
shit, like-
dude, we had like 50 kids scattered around, like in forests and shit too, like late at night, and you could like get lost. Like, you don't have a flashlight unless you're like a seeker, right?
Yeah.
But dude, that was some of the most funnest shit ever.
Only time I did it at night was we did it at that trailer park. Where
Yeah.
it was all of us remaining kids. It wasn't 50 kids. It was maybe like 20 kids.
That's a
We
good
did it at
amount.
night, and it's basically that place is like lined up with like, it's like streets.
Okay.
And everyone, there's like people are at their fires at night. There's like little lights, camp lights and stuff all around. So it's not pitch black, but it was sick. And you know what? Someone did break their arm.
Yeah, of course, man.
A
Yeah.
guy ran around this one slip
Especially
in the
at
corner
night,
in the
yeah.
grass, tripped, tumbled, and snapped his arm.
His parents are like, you're gonna have to wait until the morning to go to the hospital because I'm hammered, and so is your mother.
Can't drive.
Yeah.
So just ice it and shut the fuck up.
Everyone here is blackout drunk, but I'll drive you. It's fine.
Because you're a bitch and you got caught.
If you were a winner, I'd drive you.
The sickest thing, because obviously, well, I guess for context, me and Zach grew up in the same neighborhood. We were like effectively neighbors. And the sickest thing about our manhunt like boundaries is that we kind of toyed with the rules in the sense that everyone knew the boundaries, but there were some places where like only me and Zach knew, because the way it worked is my childhood home backed onto a crescent that then backed onto a golf course. And there was this weird fucking plot of land in between the golf course and the last backyard of the house, where it was like effectively close to half a soccer field full of just dead space, just perfectly
Really?
mowed. And I guess the city owns it, so they mow it, because the golf course doesn't own it, and just someone owns it, right? So they mow it, and no one knew about it. So I think for like the first like 6 days before people discovered this like extra area,
that crown land.
yeah, we'd have to like jump over this bush, and you just fall like 3 feet into like a new area.
What's
We
this
literally
map
glitched
like?
out of the map.
Glitch on the map.
We literally glitched out of the map.
What's this map like that you guys are playing on?
It's the crevasse.
I only ever played at that trailer park, which is like an enclosed space. It has borders technically, and then I played at our school school
Oh,
field,
backyard,
which
no.
essentially is just a huge open field.
Yeah, it's
like
a
you can
chicken
see
fence.
the guy
You can see
from
though, yeah.
a kilometer away, and basically it's just you
No.
can see everyone, and it's just
We played
free
open
for all.
world.
Yeah, we really
You guys
did.
sound like you're playing in neighborhoods.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
after
like
school,
entire
like, or on the
neighborhoods,
weekends.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like all the neighbors,
All the neighborhood kids.
and
yeah.
the
Really? That's
neighbors
sick.
knew that we were the kids in the area, and we didn't vandalize anything, so like we could run through all their backyards.
Really? That's
Well, because like we knew them.
There was no
Our
fences, like,
our
separating us.
parents knew them, right? Like Vern, everybody knows Vern. He does all the undercoating in town. So he talked to my parents. He talked to your parents. We ran through Vern's backyard. He didn't give a shit, right? And then Graham lived across the street, so you automatically get Graham's property, and then the YMCA is behind that.
Yep.
So it's like you already have
You have big space there.
with
with lots
big time.
of area.
And like 2 doors down, Brocklebank residence. So like I don't know, you knew pretty much everyone there.
Did you guys ever play? So, yeah, you guys played hide and seek as kids, right? You guys ever play hide and seek in the dark when you guys are just a little bit older?
I played it.
Yes.
I don't know if did we ever play it? Maybe not with you. We didn't play that much after like sunset, really. We
No,
usually
yeah.
went inside.
We actually played
in homes. I
indoors.
played like in homes.
Yeah.
Hide and seek.
I played
love
it at
that.
the cottage a lot, like when I was a kid with like my cousins and everything. And it's funny because now I'm like, yo, there could have been bears in the forest.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
just like under a tree for like an hour in silence, just like smelling like body odor and like cut knees and shit. Just like bear
Bugs and shit.
extravaganza,
Yeah.
just like waiting for that shit. I'm like, that was pretty brave, but it's definitely bomb at night. But then you get that one kid that gets stuck being it, and he's like young, and he gives up, and everyone's still hiding. Like, what the fuck? You can't just peel out. You're it.
Yeah.
Follow through.
I don't think I did a lot of outdoor hide and seek.
Yeah, it was
I
mostly in
did
houses.
a lot of indoor, yeah.
If we were indoor, I think we were doing truth or dare.
And what, you're all kissing each other?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah, man, we used to do that.
No way.
We
You and your cousins, eh?
No,
Just me and the boys.
I mean, you and the boys.
the boys. You won't kiss Tommy on the lips.
You won't
I
suck
dare
his
you.
dick. I already did it last game. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, quit pretending like we don't do it every time.
We did stuff like that. We're like, oh, kiss on the lips. Oh, kiss on the this and that or whatever. This, you do this. You won't like. I remember one was like somebody got like on all fours and then you would like get on top and like. I don't know. We did weird shit, but I remember being able to say like, oh, I've kissed girls before at like a young age because of that.
Right.
But then there was a gap after that, after we stopped playing that game, where just didn't kiss girls for a very long time.
And the gap continues to now.
Marcus was that guy.
Please kiss me. Please,
Marcus was that
girls,
guy
please.
who went back to school and he was like, "Yeah, I kissed this girl," and they're like, "Who?" And he says her name.
She
And they're
goes
like,
to
"Who's
another
that?"
school.
Yeah, but she's like, "You're not gonna believe this," but she actually goes to another school. Like she literally is from like
swear to
2
God.
hours away.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I talked to her on MSN.
She doesn't have Facebook, sorry.
Yeah, but she's real. I swear to God,
Yeah.
it's happened like 3 times.
My parents used to throw like bonfires, like big parties for all like the Romanian friends, like at our house. So out in the backyard, we would have lights set up. We'd have tables. We'd bring in like a pig roast. You would have a full pig on a roast on a like spire or whatever.
Little do you know, your parents were running a fucking cult.
No, and they were out there just drinking whatever. Bonfires, I mean like pallets in the fireplace. Just and then all the Romanian kids whose parents were outside drinking were inside in our basement playing Truth or Dare, or like I swear there was one time we like made a nightclub in the house. We like put up curtains, put up fucking lights, and we go like denying the like loser kids access. We were like, you don't, she can't get in.
You can't come downstairs. Oh,
Marcus is the bouncer. That was his first taste of power.
oh, that's good.
Dude, I just thought of so one of our neighbors, T Banks, if you're watching this, I think he might watch. I think he watches some of them, but I don't know if he does. He had some questionable friends in a period in his life, and they for like 3 nights straight went because we lived back onto a golf course. They went and they set off fireworks on the fucking golf course. And on the 3rd night, I guess like people complained enough to the point that I guess the cops were waiting for it.
Damn.
So they fucking got
3 nights in a
chased
row. What do you-
on the green of a golf course by a fucking cruiser.
What?
And like they just because we have a lot of escape routes, so they just cut through the forest and they just went into their houses, and that was it. I was like, that's fucking crazy. They literally drove a crew. Like they probably had to pay like fucking $10K in reparations. Of the
Driving
fucking-
on the green is a fucking sin, bro.
Yeah,
you can't.
that's a sin,
you
man.
cannot take a golf cart on the green. You can't even take your fucking push cart on the green.
Yeah, it sounds
That's
like
a
holy
sin.
fuck. I don't know if they were in an area that had that. I think it was just fairway and shit.
Yeah.
But even then, like I'm sure it fucked it up. It's decent
Yo.
enough for them to fix it for some time.
Talking about fireworks, actually, I remember back in high school, on Victoria's Day, Canada's Day, or whatever. We used to like grab the Roman candles, used to light it and shoot them at each other. Like we were like in Harry Potter or some shit. I remember I got shot once in the chest before we even started. Some motherfucker shot me before we even started, and it like burned a hole through my shirt.
Holy
I'm like,
fuck.
holy fuck, I don't want to play anymore,
I don't
bro.
play anymore.
Like it burned a hole through my
is
shirt. I was
stupid.
worried.
I've
yeah.
never had a Roman candle fight before. That's one thing I've never done.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what we're doing
that's
then
actually crazy.
tonight.
We couldn't find them as like younger kids. We just,
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know. We didn't
Welcome
Yeah,
back
'cause-
to Shitpost HQ. We're doing a fucking Roman
We're doing the
candle.
fireworks
Yo.
special, the Roman candle special.
Live on TikTok.
And we're throwing them on the roof after.
I do remember being at that trailer park. We're all like young, and we were like, let's steal some beers. And we like stole like 2 beers out of someone's parents' shed out of the fridge, and then like split beers, like split like 2
Everyone-
beers amongst a bunch of kids. It was
Everyone fucking hated it, but kept on drinking
we
because
were
it tastes
like,
like shit.
Give me that bottle. Give me that bottle.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I'll actually legit. I'm down to go. Rotisserie style in a circle and say our first time getting drunk because ours. I think it was the same one. Maybe you were before me, but before we pivot into that, did you guys ever make Drano bombs?
What's that, like a Molotov, bro? What do you mean?
Bro,
Drano
it's-
bomb.
It's worse.
Are you talking about something to drink?
No. So
It's a Drano, bro.
drink
bro.
Drano.
I had a friend in the 9th grade, and it was me.
So I guess Drano, I don't know if they don't sell it in some parts.
Yeah, so Drano is like a very abrasive toilet cleaner.
Like you
It's-
pour it, if your sink's
Yeah.
clogged, you'll pour it down the sink
Yeah.
and it's fucking straight chemicals.
And it's like every
it'll
plumber
just
tells you
kill.
not to use it because it like corrodes the fucking porcelain. Like it's that like
It's
toxic.
definitely got to be bad for the earth.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it just goes right
And-
back into our drinking water.
exactly.
And
yeah.
from what I remember, it was as simple as a water bottle, small balls of aluminum foil, and Drano. Shake it, throw it, and it explodes to shit.
Really?
shit.
I did not know that.
So my one buddy found that, and then we went and we're like, "Yo, let's go to the mall." So we mall batted our way there. We bought Drano and aluminum foil. Come home. We go to my house. We prep. We got like 4 empty bottles in my backpack. We go out and we make the first one and we throw it and nothing's happening. And we're like, "What the fuck?"
So you poured in like an empty plastic water bottle.
Yes, a plastic
Oh, yeah,
water
okay.
bottle. Yeah, and then you just pour some Drano and you put the aluminum foil in. Don't fucking do this. If anyone watches,
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
This
Jesus
is not
Christ.
financial.
This is not financial advice.
advice.
And we went to a YMCA parking lot. It was a very open parking lot, and we threw it. And there just so happened that we just didn't see in our peripheral that someone was walking home and through the parking lot, and we threw it and we ran away. And the person, as we're running away, goes up and picks up the fucking water bottle and like looks at it, and we all start just going, no, we're all screaming at them, and they just throw it back on the ground, nothing. And it was a dud. It didn't work. And we're like, YouTube lied to us. That fucking 10,000 view video isn't true. Who would have
Ever
thought?
seen the butterfly effect? That's like a scene. From
Yeah, we would have fucking killed someone, man. Like,
Blow his hand off.
yeah, blow his fucking hand off. So that didn't happen. And then we're like, yo,
He picked up the garbage. That's amazing.
literally,
What's this?
what's this? So then we're like, we didn't put enough Drano. So we fucking load that next motherfucker up with Drano, more aluminum balls. And we're like, let's put it in the mailbox. Bro, that shit sounded like a
Give me that
bomb.
fucking Drano. This shit even working.
It sounded like a bomb went off. It was so, because it was
Holy
inside, right? So it
yeah.
sounded even louder. And at that point, our eyes lit up and we're like, okay. So we ran, we went to a local school and we went to a dumpster and in the dumpster, we fished out a Gatorade bottle.
Ooh,
we
a
were
bigger
playing
one.
with 500 milliliter Nestle water bottles. Now we're playing with 850 Gatorade.
Wait, you went
King
to the local
bottles.
school? Girls.
It was like 10 p.m. It was 10 p.m. So it's late at night. We fucking load up the most Drano, the most aluminum balls, and we spray. And I'm mad because this footage still exists on a phone somewhere in one of these houses, but it's a fucking 0.3 megapixels. It's
Nokia.
illegible.
Yeah.
And we fucking set that bitch off, and you can see on my phone, dude. And even because the audio quality was a bit more cursed back then, that just sounds like a fucking atom bomb. It literally echoed through the fucking neighborhood. We literally sprinted straight home and went to bed. We're like, this is fucked.
I'm scared.
We literally set off a bomb in the neighborhood. This shit was loud as fuck.
Out of school.
Out of school. I literally thought I was like waiting for like cops to show my house because it was just that loud. I was
We
terrified.
gotta find that. I want to see that video.
I will try to
I
find
want to see it.
I don't know what phone it. Fuck what. This was 2009. I think it was on my LG Chocolate, which I don't know if that thing turns on anymore. Fuck. Oh no, it was on my Samsung Slide, which is
Ooh.
long gone now.
And LG chocolate was like the tightest shit when it came
Oh
out.
my god, yeah.
What is that?
Motorola.
I don't remember that
what
one.
looks
Yeah.
like.
It looked like a
We were
chocolate
too
bar,
young.
and it slid. I don't
Chocolate
fucking
bar.
know.
What the fuck? I had the
It's like-
LG Xenon 2, lime green.
That was your first phone?
Engraved backing, first phone.
Engraved. What'd you put on
it
it?
had
What'd you put on it? Asian baller?
I got LG Rumor 2. That was my first phone.
That was
With
the
the
rumors were
slide.
fire. The rumors were
rumors
fire.
are good.
Slide
Rumors,
keyboard.
yeah.
That was so sick.
Yeah, I had to slide on the Xenon.
What'd you have engraved on the back?
No, it wasn't like
Oh,
it
it
was
wasn't?
like
Oh, okay.
factory engraved.
Oh,
Like there's this design that I didn't get
Do
to
you guys remember
choose.
those like the sidekick or whatever, where you,
Oh,
you
I
would
always wanted
slide it
that.
and it would like,
Yeah. That was much too poor.
I was
'Cause
too
think like you can tell me and Zach are older because our first phones were flip phones.
Oh yeah,
no-
My
I
sister's
never had
first
a
was,
flip.
I had a
Motorola.
flip phone for years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white one. You got white and your
Yeah,
brother
the
got black.
white one.
Yeah.
Like a Motorola Razr?
Samsung. Yeah.
What age? Everyone say what age? I was grade 8 for me.
So
was grade eight.
I had a
Pat had it forever.
yeah I was
Only
like that
child
I was like
gets
that
home
fuck
from
boy
school.
kid because
I'm home.
yeah I had a phone since the 5th grade, but it was like an emergency phone.
That's
It
2005.
didn't, yeah, 2005. So it was like a Nokia. It was like I still have it, and so I've been meaning to get the videos off of it because there's like videos from 2005 of me and Zach filming some dumb shit.
That's cool.
Dude, I got internet in the 5th grade.
What? Oh wow, that's how young you are.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Yeah, no, I didn't have internet.
We had a
I had
computer,
internet, but it was
we had
not.
a computer and it just had games and the encyclopedia on it, and that was it.
I definitely had internet too before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that even. I was fucking
Yeah.
playing
No,
Maple Story before
Yeah, we
that.
had that shit. But then Nokia, and then you had the Samsung, and then I leveled up to the LG Chocolate. And I think you were still on the Samsung. But what was your phone after the Samsung? I forget.
I don't even know what kind it was. But it was like one of those slide
With the
ones
keyboard,
With
yes.
the keyboard, and then that fucked up, and I got another flip phone after that,
What? Really?
and I rocked that until second year university.
Damn.
Really?
For real.
People had iPhones by then, right?
Yeah.
That's when I got my first iPhone.
Okay.
I seriously rocked a flip and slide until
That's brutal.
2013.
13, 14.
Wow.
2013.
Like when BlackBerry was big.
Yeah.
Dude, I missed the boat, man.
Yeah,
I never had the curve, never had none of that
I
shit.
never had a BlackBerry either.
Yeah, I skipped over
Honestly,
it.
me neither. I couldn't
never
have,
had a
my
BlackBerry?
parents never bought me one. No, fuck.
Never had one. I missed that shit, you know?
I was LG to chocolate to Samsung slide. I always wanted the rumor because I thought the rumor looked cooler. So
It was like black and orange.
yes.
Oh, I
yeah,
had-
and there was the white and gray one. Or white and orange. I
The
don't
slide
know.
was LG Xenon.
That's what I
LG,
had.
which
Yeah.
one-
The
which one-
slide and you
which
had the
was
full
sick because you had
keyboard.
touchscreen
Yeah.
too. It was LG Xenon was the first touchscreen front with the keyboard. So
Yeah.
that was fucking sick. And then I went BlackBerry
Pearl.
No, I
Bold?
got my Dazzled Bold, which was fire, but it was like the 9900 was outdated, and then I got my own Bold for my birthday. My dad spent like $500 on the brand new white
That's-
Bold with the
yeah,
leather
totally.
back, and then that shit was garbage after 2 years.
$500? What?
I remember when my aunt had the BlackBerry Pearl. I would love to play Snake on it because I had the
Oh,
like
the
trackpad,
trackpad, the
or whatever.
trackball. Oh, my
so
God.
fun.
That shit was
Snake.
satisfying as fuck.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Dude, actually, one of our buddies, when he got his first BlackBerry, he was super addicted to Brick Breaker.
Breaker. I was thinking the
He
same
got
thing.
a
Brick Breaker,
million
that was-
high score, and like I'm sure he still has that high
Dude,
score
he
somewhere.
played it like
in
three
class.
times-
He was addicted, man.
3 times
That's just
through.
fun, man. Yeah.
He had like I think when he got to a million score, he had something like 130 lives.
Wow.
Like he just stopped because he's like I could keep going forever.
Dude, funny enough, when Fortnite was big,
Yeah.
I was in college still. One of our buddies in class, this guy brought his laptop, plugged in his controller in marketing class. This guy got a fucking Fortnite win in class, bro. In class. And this is when like it wasn't
Season
that
one,
easy to
Fortnite
get.
win,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was like season 1. Like it was sick to get a win. It's not like you just get a win every time.
And he was using his BlackBerry's controller.
He plugged in like his Xbox controller in class. He got a fucking dub, man. That was insane.
Jesus Christ, I would like to fucking do that. But we're sitting, we're chilling.
Shall we jump into our stories?
Yeah. So let me
time.
hear. I guess we'll start. I don't know your first time getting drunk. Sorry.
Mine's
Beer is
actually-
Because you've
called-
never gotten drunk
The
before.
beer is called storytelling.
Mine's actually on video.
Really?
But I don't really.
How
wanna
old?
see that.
What grade?
On video last
I, don't
year.
know, I think I was 16.
Okay.
Cuba. Had braces. It was basically just like Cuba vacation with the family, and then they just kind of like it was me and my sister had a room and my parents had a room, and in the room was
that's
like
when it starts,
the
yeah.
upside down dispenser or whatever, just rum. And everywhere you go, they're just like you can get whatever you want, right? Free, unlimited. And my parents just kind of like knew. They were just like, wow, we just let him. Like whatever.
Yeah.
He's old enough. They just like let me, and like my sister was kind of like with me drinking, but like also watching, and we just kept drinking rum shots, and it just kept taking rum shots and rum cokes and rum.
You don't
shots
know
and
when
whatever.
enough is enough.
I
Right?
know.
I didn't
yeah.
know
Yeah.
when enough was enough, and I got black. I was basically blackout drunk. There's video footage that my sister has. I don't remember any of this. It's like back in our hotel room. I was like singing and dancing, and then I'm like in the bathroom sitting on the floor, and then she's like. I'm just like, and she just gives me like a liter water bottle, and I just open it and just poured it on my head. I like just unloaded it on my head, and then cut to like the next clip. Then I'm like shirtless, and she was like trying to get me in the shower to do like a cold shower, and then cut the next clip, and then I'm just in the shower in like my white underwear. You can see the outline of my dick and everything, and I'm just like sitting under the shower like this, and I'm singing like. I got a pocket full of sunshine.
I need this footage.
That's good.
And then that's it. And then
That's so funny.
the next day we had booked a dune buggy excursion, and I was so hungover. I was sitting like this, just my head's going smacking like side to side on this fucking dune buggy.
Felt like death.
Yeah, I felt like that. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Holy fuck.
That's good, man. Holy.
I feel you. That happened to me, but like when I was like 17 in grade 12, like literally Cuba, same deal. Excursion the next day, hungover as fuck. But I was like in grade like 11 or 12, so it wasn't like grade 8. Like just
The first time I got drunk, I got blackout as well. Actually, pretty cool. First-
age and
I was
grade.
I was 17.
Okay. Well, a bit late.
Yep,
Grade
17.
Grade 11, I guess.
Yeah, not my first time drinking, but my first time getting drunk.
Okay.
Exactly.
I was with my parents too and friends. We were on a cruise.
Ooh.
My dad bought a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label.
What?
So good shit.
Blue Label?
A liter bottle.
Damn.
A liter bottle. So
actually a flex.
So we were sitting on a cruise, right? It's dark. It's night out. We're sitting on the deck, or my parents were with their friends, a fucking liter bottle of Blue Label on the table. I don't care. I don't know what Blue Label is. Doesn't matter. Yeah. They get drunk as fuck. And this is like one of my first times really seeing my parents drunk, really drunk. Like they can drink and they'll never really be that drunk. Yeah. But this time they were drunk. And then me and my friends are like running around the boat, whatever. We're doing whatever we're doing. We see our parents. And my parents were like, come over, take some drinks. And like we weren't really drinking then. You know, we would drink here and there, like a couple of beers, maybe. So like take some drinks and we're just drinking now. Now we're just drinking. And we drink, like I drink a lot. And I didn't even know what a lot was, right? Because it's just like, I just gotta keep drinking.
Baseline, yeah.
Yeah, and then next thing I know, like I'm like flashing in and out of like consciousness, right? Like I remember running around the boat and like getting a fucking foot long tall ice cream soft serve, just pouring it myself, you know, fucking foot long tall. And then I remember flashing back in, I'm like in the washroom and then like I'm blackout again. And then I wake up the next day and the next day we have to leave. And the next day I'm just puking my guts out. Like I cannot stop puking. And we're also like, yeah, I'm just puking all day. Like I have a bag, I'm nonstop puking, and it was like the worst shit of my life, man.
Holy
Fuck.
For some reason, I didn't puke that next day.
Yeah, really.
I didn't even puke.
Even to this day, when I get very drunk, when I get like blackout drunk, I'll just puke all next day.
Yeah, I've never,
million times.
I've never once in my life puked the next day, but I guess it's about time to hit it. But when we come back, Mike's gonna tell everyone. Was that the same cruise?
I can't. Not yet. I can't tell that.
Man, why you guys got these long stories?
No,
Fuck.
I gotta think about it. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
let's
Transition. Also, Mike's gonna think about the story for next episode.
That night we were watching the Michael Jackson show, of course.
Oh yeah.
That was-
Oh yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? What? Michael Jackson? What?
In Cuba when he got
Cuba.
drunk.
Like,
Oh,
everywhere
yeah.
down there just
Yeah.
has their own fucking Michael Jackson show.
Yeah.
Some of them are good. Some of them are not so
Yeah.
good.
I think I remember it being good.
What?
The Michael Jackson show in Cuba. You've never been to one?
He goes in on stage and he touches little boys.
You don't know Michael
They
Jackson?
resurrect Michael Jackson using Cuban spells, and then he just moonwalks across the stage and they bury his ass after that.
Gotcha. There's an impersonator.
No, it's actual Michael Jackson.
Oh, hologram.
You don't know that Michael Jackson
Dude, that's
is
what-
actually in Cuba with Tupac and Juice WRLD?
That's what Bruno
and XXX
Bruno Mars
Tentacion
used to do that. He used to impersonate Michael
He used
Jackson
to resurrect Michael
on
Jackson.
like a cruise ship.
Bruno Mars? I can see that.
Ah, Michael, let me touch your boy. Don't worry.
Low key cruise ships shows are fucking sick. Magic shows, whatever they have, it's fucking sick.
I love magic.
Makes sense. You know, you make it, you get to the cruise ship. That's your life.
Yeah.
Okay, we need Pat's first.
I want to hear Zach's
drunk
first
story.
because I don't. Is yours the same as mine or was it
Honestly,
not really? Well, I don't know.
nothing notable.
Really?
I don't even really remember. Really,
Yeah, blackout probably.
I had no idea. I
Okay, so
honestly, it wasn't nothing notable. Like I think it was just like was really like careful going into it, so I never really like.
Got too fucked up.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
For the first few years, like I was always pretty smart about it. I think I was just like with like a bunch of friends and we just like had like half a 26er like between us and it was just like I don't know, like got like a buzz and that was like it. We went like swimming and shit. That was it. Pretty mellow.
For me, it was never like I never knew when enough was
Yeah,
enough because
no,
like
I know.
the more you drink, the better you feel, even though it still tastes like shit. But at one point, you can't taste it anymore, and that's when you know you're gone. And then you keep on throwing more drinks down. You know.
We were like kids, so like really like trying to hide it. So you know,
Yeah.
we only had so much. Like
For me, it was like prior to that day, it was like you'd only ever been like tipsy. You'd only ever had like 2 drinks or like it was
Exactly.
Christmas and you had maybe 3 drinks. And it's like, oh, I like that. Feels.
Yeah.
But then this night, it was like I was getting that with my sister. She was like, every time I get a drink, you get a drink. And then once we got like parent confirmation, like my parents were like, oh, like they're gonna get drunk. Like, okay, yeah, it's fine. So then we got confirmation. Then I was like, shot. Like, just I don't even know how much to drink. I just kept putting it away because I had no clue. Like,
remember,
what
Marcus,
the level
dude
was
buggies tomorrow.
Marcus, dun bagi tomorrow. Dude, no, so my first time, I guess it's interesting because I didn't like the taste of it, right? So I hated beer. I hated alcohol. So I never had any urge to do it. But the first time I got drunk, it was like a good enough experience that it came to my first time getting like blackout. But the first time I got drunk was with fucking the Red Devil. We were at his parents rented a cottage, and his parents don't have parties. They don't often host, but for whatever reason, they hosted something the day before we left. Or they left the cottage. They went there a week before, and then him and his dad drove back to pick me up for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
So he took the liberty of pouring out all
So
of
how old were you?
This was grade 9. grade 9.
What's that?
I
16?
was- no. 15. Because I was 14, and then 15 is when the first time I got drunk. But it was grade 9. So it was the grade 9 summer going into grade 10. So
you're 14. That's pretty.
I
young.
was young, and he was 13.
You got drunk before me.
Yeah.
I remember you came home and told me this, and I was like, "You what?
Yeah, you crazy.
Really?
man.
Without me?
Well, I was just like, Pat was usually pretty careful.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he,
was
did,
always-
he didn't want to get in trouble
Yeah.
for a lot of things, right? But like sometimes he was just like
Just
full
go
tilt,
off.
yeah. And I was like, "Wow, this is one of those times."
So we after his parents' party, he went around and collected all the empties that still had stuff left in it and poured it all into one communal water bottle.
That's
And he
gross.
made 2 I think they were the 750 liter Gatorade bottles full of mixed backwash
Shit.
beer. And then he took it, put it in a cooler, and to hide it from his parents, threw it on the fucking roof of the cottage in the middle of the summer. So it baked there for a fucking week on the roof of the fucking cottage. I get there Friday night. It's like sunset. He's like, yo, you want to get drunk? And I was like, sure, dude. So he goes, it smells like piss, man. It smells like shit. I think there was like shit left in the cooler. So the cooler smelled like mold. And he's like, here's your drink. And I'm like, what the fuck is he? He's like, I think it's Alexander Keith's. And from that day, I was like, I fucking hate Alexander Keith's. No, it was everything. He never told me he mixed all backwash bit.
There's some clamato in there.
So
Jeez.
we walk like on the beach, like 800 meters, and we find this little picnic table. And we sit down, we open our beers, and we both take a sip, and we're like, oh, it's delicious. You like it, right? Yeah, it's good. Oh, I gotta drink it all. And then I just like plug my nose. I just chug this fucking bottle. He does the same thing. At this point, now I'm feeling like tipsy on to drunk for the first time in my life, and I'm like, this is kind of sick. But we kind of kept walking, so it was a nice first drinking experience because there was like a physical aspect. So I didn't have that. I drank too much and just sat down, and then all of a sudden I'm like blackout. It was like I drank, and now I have to like progress and do some physical activity. And we walked into a marina, and in this marina there was a bunch of like individual boat docks, but some of the people on their plot of land for their dock had little tents with mini fridges and whatever, and they were all locked. And we're kind of we're tipsy, and we're like looking around, we're little rats trying to fucking find some alcohol, and we start prying in all the mini fridges, and they're all locked. And then eventually we come across one, and there's no lock.
Ooh, jackpot.
Dude, that was the equivalent of like finding the fucking zombies mystery box and getting the ray gun. Like it was just like we're not expecting anything. You open it, the light shines, and there was literally
That sound.
a full pack of Smirnoff Ices, and we've never had alcohol before.
So
imagine
those are fire,
How good
yeah.
a Smirnoff Ice would taste to someone who doesn't know what alcohol is. And
It's cold.
And it's
ready
cold.
for
It's
you.
cold.
It's like
After
Sprite.
having a piss warm mixture.
And then there was like some there was like 2 beers, and we're like, no, yuck, we'll leave that there. So we took the whole 6-pack. And the worst part is there was a fucking keg. If we were smart enough, if we were not stupid, we could have just busted down this whole ass keg.
Yeah, the fuck you guys gonna do with the whole ass keg, bro?
So we take the Smirnoff Ices, and then there was an opener on the side of the fridge. So we open 4 of them, and we start walking with the case, and we take the first sip, and we look at each other and we go, this is Sprite. This is much better than that warm beer we drank before. So we start chugging, and we're like, yeah, let's go. So chug 1, chug 2, chug the 3rd one, kill them all. And now I'm like fucking drunk. And like, you know how, okay, is this a research thing, or there's a drunk munchie, correct?
Yeah.
When you get drunk, you want some food,
you want
right?
pizza,
You want some fucking pizza
chips,
or some shit, right?
Yeah, tenders.
So we get drunk, and then we had no money. I didn't bring any money with me, and we're walking on. We don't know where the fuck we are. We're in some random fuck nowhere town, and we see a New Orleans pizza, the bright glowing yellow sign.
Shining
and I'm
bright,
like,
yep.
fuck, I don't have any money. And he goes into his pocket, and he had a 20.
Wow.
And back then a 20 could get, so
Wow.
he got us both of us Panzerottis and a dip. Dude, I remember being drunk as fuck, eating a Panzerotti on a curb in the middle of nowhere. I was like, this is being like, alcoholism is the way to go. This is pure human experience right here.
You guys are young too, yeah.
Yeah, we were young as fuck, and like, that was my first time getting drunk.
Where was this cottage?
An actual good
I
experience.
think near Bayfield. So if you know the area of Ontario, it's like near. It's on Lake Huron, I think. It was nice. It was remote.
First time I saw Chris in years was there.
Yeah. And that was my first time getting drunk, but the first time getting like drunk and blackout was at Zach's house. So Zach's parents were the cool parents. They didn't give a fuck. So we would always hang out like Friday nights. We'd have sleepovers at Zach's house, 7 of us, and like we'd be like, we're not quiet, we're fucking idiots. So we're giggling, we're laughing.
We were
and
careful though.
we were respectful for sure.
But as respectful as you can be at that age.
At that age, yeah, for sure. And also Zach's house always had the sickest snacks. Like this motherfucker had like the muffins always on the countertop, 2-bite brownies, Oreos, any what flavor, golden, fucking regular. What do you want?
A nice
They're there.
Canadian household.
Yeah,
eh?
chips.
It's because Dad always used to go shopping when he was stoned. So he'd like,
Hell yeah, he got stoned.
so he'd
eh?
like pick up cookies and shit. So there's so much fucking cookies and
Sweet.
shit.
So there was Evie's snack, and like his basement was sick because it was like the kids' basement. So there was 2 couches, a big shag carpet that was perfect, and then he had PS2, Xbox 360. What the fuck was that old ass console you had?
Vectrex.
Vectrex. This is what the first console ever.
It was literally like a. It was literally like a TV.
Do you still have it now?
No, it's like it broke, but that shit was sick. It was like literally like a small TV with the operating system built in.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You literally just plug the controller into it and like cartridges, and it was black and white pixels.
I feel like I saw that at your house on that St. Patty's Day one time. Was it there?
Yeah, it could
in the
be.
basement.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw.
Yeah, I
it.
had Star Trek Scramble and this game called Spike.
Yeah.
And it was like really old. Like you should actually like check the shit out. Like it's
And he had a dedicated N64 TV, and he had a console TV.
Ballin'.
So if it was 8 of us, you know, some of the guys are playing Smash and fucking whatever Pokemon Stadium, and the other guys are playing God knows what, you know. So it was like the perfect house for a fucking sleepover. And I don't know who bought so we said all 6 of us that night we're all gonna drink a Mickey of rum. That's what we're gonna start it with. Who bought that?
Zeke came.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Zeke worked at McDonald's, and
Yeah,
someone at the McDonald's.
plug.
But it was funny because like we were still trying to be secretive,
Yes.
and he arrives. His friend dropped him off with this 2-4 of Corona as well, in addition to what we're trying to drink, right? And he's like, "All right, I'll just like go drop it in the backyard, and no one will know." And he goes to the backyard, and my dad's literally there, just like smoking a cigarette. Sees Zeke, and he just turns right around, and he walks to the side, and he just drops it, and then he like walks to the front door and knocks. "Hello, Mrs. McVannell," right? And then my dad just comes over. He's like, "Hey, I just saw Zeke walk around the corner with a flat of beer." I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, well, like, what do you think about that? He's like, "It's okay. It's just beer." I was like, "Yeah, it's just beer. Yeah, no problem. Okay, bye." And I was like, "Okay, we're good, right?" And then it's just like, then we had like the rum on top of it.
Yeah, we all had our own Mickey, and we wrote our names.
Oh, you all
on
had
it.
your own Mickey.
Our own Mickey.
Ooh, that's
And
dangerous.
then Zach's mom used to drink a lot of vitamin water, so there was a lot of vitamin water empties in the recycle. So we rinsed out 6 bottles, and we all made a pack. Because also, keep in mind, it gets better. Zach had a hot tub.
Yeah.
Okay, hot tub, double TV. This guy was
You
the
were just
king.
the
He was the
setup.
sickest kid. No, and we'd order like pizza and shit. Like his parents didn't give a fuck, but we were like, okay, we're gonna fill up half rum, half cola.
As
So
a
we made
kid,
we made a
ooh.
gnarly ass rum and coke, and
How
it was
else
half
do you
the
make a rum and coke when you don't know?
yeah, which you don't know
That's
that is.
Half
serious.
and half.
And then we brought the vitamin
Yeah,
water out,
true,
and we
yeah.
stayed in the hot tub for 2 hours. Me and another buddy went back in and we're like, "Yo, let's refill." So I bust down the whole Mickey.
And what, you're just like trying to like put it down and it tastes like shit.
Yeah, but I was just putting it down.
Just trying to put it down.
And then we went back in the hot tub for another 2 hours. So I was in the hot tub for 4 hours. And for context, to this day, I don't think I've ever survived the hot tub without puking. For whatever reason, if I get drunk in a hot tub, I will puke.
Really?
It just happens. Whatever the fuck it.
Well, you get dehydrated.
Yeah, it must be
And
something.
it's 4 hours.
Yeah,
of it,
4 hours
right?
in the hot tub is not
You
even
get out
safe.
and you're just like,
Like, what's the recommended time? Half an hour? 15 minutes?
yeah,
It's
like
not 4 hours.
It's like 103 degrees.
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
a whole
4 hours.
Mickey and literally sugar
No
paste.
water.
I'm
Yeah.
slowly boiling my organs. Like, it's fucked up to think
Inside
about.
and outside.
Yeah. So we were in that shit, and then I come out, and now I'm like stumbling. I'm fucking blackout drunk. Like, my towel falls. Everyone sees my dick. I don't care. I'm walking around naked. Get fucking pajamas on, and then all of a sudden we're like, now we're all chilling. Everyone's winding down, and I'm fucking drunk as shit. And I remember they were playing Madden, and I kept asking someone.
So wait, how old were you?
This was 10th
Might have
grade,
missed
so
it.
I was 15. Didn't have no one had their license yet.
Jeez.
I was 15,
pretty young,
blackout
too.
drunk,
I
and
couldn't
then
drink like that.
It was like my
Oh, me too.
birthday, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
I think
Zach's
we should do this.
yeah. And then they were playing. was it Mortal Kombat or it was a fighting game?
I don't fucking remember.
And I remember going, yo, like let's say I was like, yo, who's Sub-Zero? And they're like, bro, we're playing Madden. I was just standing there, and then I was puking. So I had a bucket of puke, and I would just look up here and go, yo, who's playing Reptile? And they're like, dude, I just scored a touchdown. I've been playing Madden for 3 hours. And I'm like, no, who's Sub-Zero? Like, it was fucking awful. And then I just passed out, and then woke up like a baby, and it was fine.
Who else was as drunk as you, or was it only?
I think I was. I think our buddy Alan was.
Okay, I was.
Zach was, but Zach is composed.
But well, here was the thing though. I passed out on the shag carpet, right, watching TV, chilling, right. I was sleeping on the couch, right here, and you see how we just did that with the garbage can. Well, I was below the fucking thing. So I woke up in the morning, and there was like puke on my pillow.
Oh,
Happy birthday!
happy birthday! Yeah.
So that's my car
surprise.
and my face.
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what was your like access to alcohol like growing up?
So it was, for me, it was always available, but I was way too much of a bitch to steal any. So I had to like contract a third party to deliver it.
Same.
I didn't need to steal it. It was like our cellar was always jam-packed full with literally anything you could want. And maybe it was like when I turned like 16, 17, I could be like to my parents like, yeah, we're going to like a party, and they'd be like, do you want something? You can take something from downstairs.
Wow,
And
that's
they'd
sick.
be
Yeah.
like sure, yeah, like just take that, take
That's
this,
sick.
take that.
Very European.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and it
fucking
was just
fire.
like
I
and
never.
then sometimes I just just wouldn't ask. I would just take it.
Yeah. I never wanted to drink at that age. It was too gross. Like it was for me to drink. It was tough.
Yeah.
I remember like I drank a little bit at our prom party, but even then, like it was fucking hard to drink.
Yeah, before that, I think it was when I was 18, 19, probably the time I could drink the most.
Yeah, 20.
But I was also like the fittest, and so it was like
Yeah.
you drink it, and it's just your body's like,
Yeah, cycles
fine, bro,
through.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter, you're fine.
I actually just had a repressed memory. So for my 16th birthday party, because that was a few times after we've gotten drunk, I really wanted to do beer pong for my birthday. But obviously everyone's 16. So it's like, you have to ask your parents to take you to a birthday party, right? So I remember I wrote out this invite where I was like, we will be playing beer pong. And then in brackets, I was like, it'll be 1 beer per person. Cap, my parents brought down a 2-4. I got drunk as fuck. And it was sick. But I was like, damn, like that is like a wild ask, especially considering like a lot of parents are much more strict.
Yeah.
Like just because my parents think that's okay to give a kid a beer at 16, some parents might be
Some parents
very
wouldn't,
against
yeah.
that.
It would not go. It would not fly.
What was your parents like?
This day.
Strict level? Was it fully hidden? Dark? 0 dark? 30?
Alcohol is like a bit easier, but I never really wanted to drink anyways. But I never want to like show my parents that I'm drunk.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just like trusted me that I wouldn't get like slopped.
Stupid. Yeah.
And I mean, only a couple times I did. Yeah,
And it turned out okay.
I didn't come home those nights. Whatever, we slept somewhere at someone's house. And
But you know what I do want to hear is that one time you went swimming after.
Oh, Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
I was that just crossed my mind and I was like, I'll say it. But I was like, oh, okay.
There's that. So like, there's actually this one point in like our friendship where we had like, 10, 12 people come out for Oktoberfest, and we all get lit as fuck at Oktoberfest. And it's actually a big deal here in Kitchener.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like a German city way back when. So I think we have
it's
what
the
like the second.
It's the second biggest Oktoberfest out of Berlin. Like it's Berlin and then Kitchener, Waterloo, and then like other places in Germany.
pretty
It's
fun
true,
here.
actually.
Yeah. Tell us about that one time.
Well, so it's
We all get drunk
super,
as-
super big deal, and we get a big group together, and we started pre-drinking, which we didn't. I wasn't that used to pre-drinking, and I was also I was like super in my fitness, right? So I was like not eating a lot.
How old were you? How old were we?
Dude, I was like 24.
Fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was like,
Yeah.
dude,
No,
for real.
Yeah, 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Yeah. So I was 28, 23.
Because I'm pretty sure that was after our Scotland
trip. Yeah, it was 5 years ago,
Yeah. Wow.
ish, roughly 5 years ago.
Doesn't feel that long ago.
So 23 or 24, right? So I'm an adult. I've been drinking.
We've been
many
drinking,
times,
yeah. We know what's going on.
Shouldn't be
We've
a
been
problem.
drinking.
We like Uber and cab to the place and
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
it is, right? We could get home.
So we got drunk. Yeah, we got pretty drunk pre-drinking, and then we went to the place. And then, for context, the biggest place in town is called the Concordia Club. It's like the most official German club, and it's massive. Like the venue is huge, and it's kind of like a maze. And we went there,
And it's always packed. And to even get tickets to like one of these
It's
events,
difficult.
it's tough. You usually have to buy resale or unless you have like a plug.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
plugs
busy,
for
it's a
Oktoberfest
big
tickets,
event.
yeah. busy as shit, and already within like the first hour we're separated. Like, and cell service is hard to come by. Like, it just because it's weird. I don't know. It's just all
Everyone's
fucked
having a
up,
good
right?
time, whatever.
So we got separated, and all of a sudden, me and Zach glitch out of the map, and we're in some weird like turbo German area where they so everywhere they just
Yeah.
serve Budweiser and shit. But in
That's
this
where the
one
restaurant
room,
is.
The restaurant, they serve actual German beer.
Okay.
So we started having pictures of German beer, and
That's
it
where
was just
Rob
me-
got married.
Yes, yes. So we start having beers, just me and him, pictures, and at this point, I'm like, I'm fully blacked out, and yeah, we just got drunk as shit. It was a good time.
We used to get
Whatever.
blackout like
Yeah,
this.
just casual blackout. And the week before that, someone died at Oktoberfest. They got too drunk and they tipped over a highway overpass and fell and died. Fell into a river and died.
Is that when? I think I know who that was.
I think you might have. Yeah, it was all
I
over
think I
the
went
news.
to elementary school with that kid.
Yeah, it was all over the news, and a guy
so,
died. And
I think I played
and
PS3 with that guy.
Oh, really?
Fuck.
Oh,
Like Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
I had 3 different people tell me as a joke, "Don't fall in the river. Don't go in the river." And I was like,
It was like a talk of the town.
It
Yeah.
was, I was talking to the town, right? So I go.
Parents are
blackout.
telling us this shit. Like,
Yeah,
be careful.
literally.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, be careful. Like, someone just died. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Get blackout drunk. It's time to leave. We get to leaving, and this venue was about 3 or 2 kilometers from our parents' home, our childhood home.
And we all decide to, like, most of us
So
decide
just
to
walk.
walk
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna walk, right? We can walk. And all of a sudden, I look at the Red Devil, and I'm like, "You want to race home?" Looks at me, and he starts sprinting, and I'm like, "All right, bet." I start running down a side street because I'm thinking, in my blackout state, that if I hop the fence, if I get to the other street and I get onto the golf course, I can like traverse the golf course in like a direct beeline.
Like,
to
you
the
know
house.
this area very well.
I know this area
is
like
your
the back of my
childhood
head.
area. Yeah.
I have a fond photographic memory of you turning down that side street.
Yeah.
And me being like,
And just running. I remember
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I know, right?
Because we're all walking.
Yeah.
And he just
And I'm like-
turns and runs.
I think he might hit like a dead end or something. I actually had never been to the end of that street before.
Yeah,
I
neither
was
have
like, I remember, I think I was probably walking with you. I remember you
Yeah.
saying that too.
Yeah, and neither have I. And I get to the end of the street, and there's a giant fence because it's a dead end.
And we're lit as shit too.
And I'm blackout, so I climb this fucking giant fence. I hop over it, and now I don't know where the fuck I am. So I'm just running through it, and unbeknownst to me, I was, I guess, close to or on the golf course, but I was on a side where like there's not really like access. You kind of you're cart and there's bridges, and I'm just sprinting down the golf course, and I the next thing I remember from like my blackout is getting in this dark area and running. And then my next memory is me military crawling out of a river. That's it.
He's alone.
I'm
This is
alone.
nighttime.
I'm alone.
This
It's
is-
nighttime. It's like, it's,
In your head, it was pure like, I'm gonna win. Doesn't
yeah,
matter what
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Wherever
And
this is, I'm
it's
gonna keep
October.
running
It's
through
getting
it.
cold. And I remember just crawling on my hands and knees, and my lower half is soaked because I was in the river. And I remember waking up, and I turn over onto the embankment, and I think I fell asleep.
Was your
For some
phone in your
time.
pocket? Did you
He
fuck up
did.
your
It
phone?
was in my jacket pocket, so it was a bit
Nice.
higher than my waist.
Because I got back to your parents' place and I was with the Red Devil and
Yeah.
he was there. He's like, where's Pat? And I'm like, I don't know, where's Pat? And I'm lit as fuck too. Like,
Yeah.
I hardly remember this, but I remember like, where's Pat? No one knows.
Yeah,
And Red
yeah.
Devil's there. And I don't remember really what happened after that.
and then, well, everyone just went to bed.
So yeah,
And-
he must have been out there for a long time. 'cause
Yeah,
he never came back.
exactly. I was out there for a long time, and then I think I did the math on like if I like triangulated the time stamps of my text, and I was out there for like 2 hours. So I think I fell asleep for an hour with
Must
my
have,
with my
yeah.
legs wet. Woke up and then just like trudged home, and I remember waking up like it was like I remember it was like blackout golf course,
Could've
blackout
died.
river, wet, and then in bed.
I remember you
my
walking
God.
away. And then I remember the next morning waking up and turning on my phone and seeing a text that says, I'm in the golf course.
And then the next one was like, "What? I'm in the river."
Well, it was just
I think I
like,
sent you
I
one.
was like, what the fuck?
Because I waited.
'Cause-
Me and
yeah,
Red
and
Devil
then
waited
I
out there
got
for-
there and I was like, well, I live around the corner, so
Yeah.
But me and the Red Devil, I was waiting for my ride, I think, and the Red Devil was out there like waiting. We waited for at least half an hour. at
Yeah,
least.
no, I was
Yeah.
out there.
And they were like, I don't know, I don't know, yeah.
And you don't want to go tell
But I was lit, like
Chris.
I don't
yeah,
really
that
like,
I'm missing.
yo,
Oh my
so
god.
he I don't know where
He would have fucking slaughtered me.
I know.
And the worst fucking part
was because
in the morning,
the
my-
person died the
yeah,
week
exactly.
before.
So they're already like hyper stressed. I got home. I guess I took off my clothes, and there was no heat on me. No stars, no wanted love. My parents didn't know a thing. I wake up. My parents are mad, and I'm like, "How are you mad?" I remember like coming to and like brushing my teeth and putting my clothes away. So there's no way like you could have sniffed it on me. And then I found out that the Red Devil, my dad was like smoking a cigarette on the front porch, and the Red Devil told him what happened. And I had already told a lie to my mom about what actually happened. Because she's like, why? So she found my pants. She's like, why are they wet? And I was like, oh, we had a race on the golf course and I tripped in a puddle. And she's like, oh, okay, no worries. You know, I played it off cool. And
we're
then my
old,
dad
like, we're
knew.
not kids, you know, like, we're not kids.
And my dad knew, and my parents were so disappointed. And I was like, it's fine. I'm alive. I'm alive. Who cares?
I wish we knew what happened. This
This is like a meme. Like, yo,
like,
this guy was
like a river
swimming, bro.
That was like the closest like a ayahuasca experience. Like I don't know what happened. I don't know why I did that. It's like it's so out of character. I don't know. I don't know. I was reborn in the golf course.
To the river, and you just ran down it, and then boom! All of a sudden,
I might have just tripped in the water.
Yeah, tripped in the water.
You like knocked yourself out and you were out for like an hour.
I have a slight memory of being on my hands and knees in the water. So I might have like just fell into the water and then just like whatever. It was like wasn't
Homeless
deep.
guy showed up, came in your ass, and then
Okay, my ass is very sore this morning. But I guess we can call it there. We can hit a review of the beer. What'd you think of the storyteller? To me,
I actually really like this.
I thought it tasted like a Pepsi a couple of times. Like
Yo, honestly, I like this one. I didn't
mind it, but it just tastes like Pepsi sometimes.
That's a good thing, yeah.
worse about
It
this
does still
story.
smell like fart, but
It
tastes
does
good.
smell like fart.
It's a lager.
I'm gonna give it a 7.2. Storyteller lager.
I'll give it like a 7.8, or
like that.
7.9
Like
even.
7.8.
Close to
I like
8.
that.
Okay, so
It's a
it's
lager.
definitely the best beer we've had so far.
I could drink
Yeah,
that
I
all
think
day.
This is definitely better than
Yeah.
whatever the other two
Okay.
were right
I
now.
could drink that all day.
Octopus wants to.
That's the
to
best.
fight.
Fight
The
it
best
out.
one. I'm
right.
serious.
I'll kill anyone who disagrees with me.
Well, I don't know. I'm still serious about that.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, everyone. Peace.